Hello students, in this video we are going to see about Java arrays. What is an array? So array is a collection of similar types of elements which are stored in contiguous memory location, right? Which means arrays are stored in sequence order from 0 to last index arrays have been stored. Okay. Next, in Java, we can say array is a index based, like in C and Python. These are also index based. Whenever we need to access any element by using index, we can retrieve the data, right? Similarly, in Java also array are index based only. So the first element will be stored on index 0 and then go to the up to the position of last index. Just a minute, I will take a highlighter. Okay, here you can see clearly 0 is a first index. So here 9 is a last index. What does it mean? That the array is size of 10. So 0 to 9 means array has fixed size of 10. So elements are started from 0 to 9s. So here 0 is the first index and 9 is the last index of your array. Okay. So if you want to store a element, group of element like 10 elements, then we can either with store with integer or float. But all the elements must be in same data type. That means all the 10 elements must be integer or it must be a float or must be a double. Next, you have to see about what are the advantages and disadvantages of our array in Java. Okay, first advantage is a code optimization. So what is code optimization means? We can retrieve the data very efficiently because the arrays are organized. That means every elements are stored in sequence order, right? So whenever we want, we can easily sort out elements. This is called code optimization. Then is a random access. Suppose we want to access a element at location 5 by using our index position or just pausing the index position, we can easily retrieve the particular location data. This is called random access. So we don't need to retrieve the data in an order which was stored actually, right? So by whenever we want to any data, we can easily retrieve by just pausing an index of your array or location of your element. Just enough. We don't need to retrieve it by sequence order by using any loop. Whenever you're pausing any loop, it will start from 0 up to the last index. By in Java, we can easily access by using index position. We also did same in C and Python. Next is a disadvantage. It is a size limit. Array has always a disadvantage of a fixed location. So whenever you fix your array size by any elements, any numbers, we cannot grow or we cannot dynamically recorrect it in Java. In C, it is possible using malloc and callback functions, but in Java, we don't have any kind of options. So once array has been fixed in size, it doesn't grow at runtime. In whenever we need to run any dynamic programming, we may encounter in this problem. So to achieve this or to solve this problem, we have to use a collection framework by using linked list, hash list, array list. By using this collection framework, we can iterate as like an array. Next is types of array in Java. You can see there are two types. One is single dimensional array and another one is a multi-dimensional array. Let's see one by one. So for what is single dimensional array? A single means it must has a single index. Okay, like that. It must has a single index. I will explain about the Eclipse. Okay, go to the Eclipse. Now I'm going to create one file. Go to the class. Rename your class as array. Here I need a main function, so I put on click and click finish button. So now it's automatically created. My class name is array and it has a main functions. Now I'm going to write a code. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to store 5 elements that belongs to only integer data type. Okay. So integer, my array name consider I'm going to assume as A. Oh, sorry for that. And after that, you must use a new keyword again, dot type. So here we must specify the your limitation, that means array size here. So here I'm going to create the array of 5 elements. So I here used the 5. Okay, this is my prototype. Okay, so here integer is your data type and A is your array name. Here you can also use, instead of regular type, you must follow this traditional approach of Java. So after the data type, you can put your array bracket. Then IA is your array type. Then new is which is used to create memory allocation for your array called A, and it must be created for 5 elements by indicating the size of your array, okay, at the end. So this statement indicates is a array declaration. It's called array declaration. So here we created an array of 5 elements or belongs to integer data types. So next come to the, we have to create or initialize your array. So what is the first location of array always? I already said that array always start with index of 0, right? So 0, and I'm going to store here what is my data. Then array of 1 has 20. Okay, then array of 2, I'm going to store 30 elements. So now I'm going to print all those elements in my array called A. So to do this, we may use either for loop or for each loop. So here I assume that I'm going to use a for each loops. So what is the data type of my array is integer. So I must create integer object. My iterator is I, then colon. I'm going to access the array called A. So here I'm going to specify A, and just going to print out my array. Okay, then here pass your iterator is enough. So what happened means, whenever compiler encounter this statement, it will create memory allocation of 5 elements. That means 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Up to the 0 to 4 elements have been created. After that, first index we have specified and data. Then first and then second element also has. So 0 is first, then second and third, right? So totally we have initiated 3 elements. So what happened about your remaining elements? Still we have 2 more elements that must be initialized, right? So just run these programs, you will know what happened here. I'm going to do is run a program. So here you can see that. So first after iterating for each loop, first element printed 10. Then iterated to 1, it has 20. Then iterated to second element, it has 30, right? So after that, we didn't do any initialization for member 3 and member 4. That means what happened internally means array of let's use the escape sequence. Here array of 3 and array of 4 will be considered as 0 because we didn't give any value after location 3 and 4. So whenever we specify the array in text, that means array size is 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 elements. 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 elements will be created in memory locations. So here we are initializing first index as 10 as like up to second. So we didn't do any initializations for third and fourth index, right? So automatically what happened in Java means we declared, here we declared an array, so automatically it uses 0 as a default value for undeclared memory location. So here we are printing 5 elements means after the tree array of 3 will be printed 0, then array of 4 will be printed 0 here.